guys. Superheroes, am I right? These are my cats, by the way. This one's Violet. She's gone. And this one's Purple. Him I can poke on the head and he won't do anything about it. Alright, so been a while since I've made a video on camera. It's good to be back. What brought me back, you ask? None other than the movie Tim Allen's Zoom. You see, guys, once a month, the date being determined by a poll I put out on my Discord server, me and my Patreon subscribers convene in the Patreon Ghoul section of my Discord server to have Patreon movie night. And this month, we watched Tim Allen's Zoom, and it was a hell of an experience. Now, if you were a kid in 2006, you might remember this movie. It was a superhero movie about, like, a school of super kids who were being trained by none other than Tim Allen's Zoom.
We're superheroes?
Let's get this party started.
Now, for those unfamiliar with Darkman lore, several years ago I made this video where I play League of Legends with some friends, and I keep referencing the movie Tim Allen's Zoom for no reason.
Do you guys know Zoom by Tim Allen?
Now, at the time I wanted an obscure kind of crappy movie no one had ever heard of to make a reference to, and Tim Allen's Zoom fit perfectly. Nobody knows about this movie. It's basically made up. Actually, the reason I keep calling it Tim Allen's Zoom is because if I just walked up to someone and said, hey, have you seen Zoom? They wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's such a generic name, it could be anything. Now, here's the thing though. I first watched Tim Allen's Zoom as a 10-year-old child, and to me, it was freaking epic. Let me take you back to when this movie first came out in 2006. Spider-Man 1 and 2 had come out a couple years earlier, the X-Men movies were a thing, that old Fantastic Four movie existed, and in 2005 we had Batman Begins. Superheroes were taking off, and in 2006, director Peter Hewitt, director of such films as Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure, Garfield 2004, and eventually Home Alone: The Holiday Heist, realized this, and decided to capitalize on the superhero trend with his masterpiece, Tim Allen's Zoom. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go through this footage of me and my Patreon ghouls watching this movie, and I'm just gonna talk about my feelings about it, while cutting back to us watching it every now and then. So, let's go. So the movie begins with a little comic book montage set to Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth actually did most of the soundtrack of this movie. Here we learn that a long time ago there was a team of superheroes called Team Zenith who were led by Captain Zoom, a man who can run really fast, and his brother Concussion, who can do concussive blasts. They stopped crime all over the place, but then one day government decided it wasn't enough, so they blasted them with Gamma-13 radiation to make them stronger. Zoom got faster, cooler, and more Tim Allen-y, while Concussion became evil and killed all his teammates. So Zoom had to trap his newly evil brother in a speed vortex to imprison him, and in the process he lost his powers. Then we cut to the future, 30 years later, and we learn that Concussion is alive, trapped in a dimensional rift, and is coming back in 12 days. Chevy Chase is here, and he plays Dr. Grant, a scientist who used to help the superheroes back in the day, and Rip Torn plays General Larrabee, a government guy who tells Dr. Grant that the only way they can defeat Concussion is to find kids with superpowers and have them be trained in superheroing by none other than Zoom, played by Tim Allen, i.e. Tim Allen Zoom. Turns out ever since he lost his powers, Zoom, aka Jack Shepard, now runs a car shop.
It's Tim Allen!
It's time!
Let's go! Also, I remember this being actually like really cool.
Yeah, with his finger, yeah.
Yeah, he starts vibrating his finger to mix it. Can I just say, I love this. This is fantastic. Good job on this. My favorite thing in any superhero movie is when characters use their powers for some mundane shit. And that's brilliant, man. Whoever thought of this, good job. I'm sorry the rest of the movie's dog shit. I'm very sorry about that. So anyway, now Courtney Cox shows up, 2 years after Friends ended, mind you. She plays Miss Holloway, a woman who works with Dr. Grant and wants to recruit Zoom back into the government to help them with an incoming threat. She also has a gag where she falls a lot, so I guess that's like her thing, is that she falls. So they keep trying to recruit the guy, but he's not interested, so of course they shoot him with a trank gun.
Ow! Nice.
Sorry.
So he falls over, goes unconscious, and then there's this cool fucking transition. Look at this, dude. Look at that shit. Now we cut to a montage of 4 children with superpowers. There's a little girl who has super strength, and she throws this boy into a tree. We have Kate Mara here playing a character with telekinesis. Give this girl a break, man. Let her be in a good one of these. Come on now. We also got this guy who goes invisible in front of his class, and of course this child. This child whose power is to expand himself. Just grotesque. Anyway, now we have another transition, and we're back in the government base, Area 52.
Welcome back to Area 52.
Here we see various kids auditioning for the role of being a superhero to be trained by Tim Allen Zoom. They got this kid who's just like a dipshit. Oh, my power is to blink really fast. That's not a power, idiot! Fuck you! Invisible Kid shows up, everyone's like, oh my god, he's invisible. This kid can like shoot fucking paper bullets like really fast, which is actually a little cool. Like, I kind of love to be able to do that. Little girl starts saying the alphabet and they're like, that's not a power, so she picks up the table and throws it. Kate Mara floats a thing. Turns out she can also read minds, apparently, so that's cool. This kid just farts. He just farts, man. It's the fucking state of these damn children. Expansion kid shows up and Tim Allen's like, "Phew, does he really have powers or is he just a fat child?" And then he does this, and I'm still horrified. I hate to look at it, man. I'm sorry. I know you were born with these powers, but you gotta stop, okay? Please never show those to anyone again.
This is very clearly Dan Schneider.
That is Dan Schneider.
This was Dan Schneider, damn it. He made this whole thing. Ew, look at his head, dude. Stop! There's this kid who can make acid snot bubbles. I don't want to see this.
What the fuck is this?
Get this shit off the screen. Anyway, that scene was hell, and I'm sad it happened. So now we cut to the kids who actually made it past the auditions. You know, these four. The two older kids are Dylan and Summer, and the two younger kids are Tucker and Cindy. Tim Allen shows up to introduce himself to the kids, and he fucking burps.
Mr. Jack Shepherd.
Oh, I love it when a character burps, or there's a big bubble of snot, or a character's ass gets really big. That's so funny, Dan, you piece of shit. I know you had a hand in this. Now, the problem is the kids are being really mean to each other, and Jack Shepherd has no idea what to do about it.
We're here because we're different.
Dylan.
We're not different.
Come on, chill out.
You can pick up a car, you're 6. How different does it get?
I'm not some sort of teacher, I'm Jack Shepherd. I'm Tim Allen Zoom, dude. You can't expect me to teach kids. So at this point, Chevy Chase shows up and says, "Hey, Tim Allen, come with me. I'm gonna show you something that'll lift your spirits." And he shows him this.
Wow. I made that suit for you.
Now, that looks almost exactly like the Black Panther suit, dude. The Black Panther suit for you, Tim Allen.
Oh my god, it does look like it.
Tim Allen's Black Panther. Let me just go ahead and put this... Okay, yeah, that's better. That's perfect. Alright, well, Jack is unmoved by his amazing new Black Panther suit, so he decides to go keep being an asshole, I guess, while the kids go through training. This scene's kind of nice. They're, like, training the kids to use their powers. I like the invisible kid. They're, like, training him in going invisible, and he just, like, leaves. He just dips. He just leaves the room. That's great. That's a good job. Should've just left the movie, dude. But it turns out Tucker is having some problems with using his powers. He feels embarrassed. Kid won't expand, and Jack decides to go, "Hey, you're just a lazy little chubby guy." And then, of course, he gets pissed, and this scene happens.
Hey, Marsha. Exactly what part of him is it?
Dude, I hate it, man. I hate it! Ugh, dude. Ugh. Courtney Cox falls again.
What happened to you?
And now we cut to Tim Allen actually trying to have fun with these kids. You know, he's playing baseball with them, having a good time. The kids are finally starting to enjoy themselves. They made this cool robot, Mr. Pibb.
No way. Is that you, Mr. Pibb?
This is funny because that robot showed up in the baseball scene earlier, and they're meeting him just now, so this movie was definitely cut to shit. Then Tim Allen goes, "Hey kids, let me show you something, a UFO."
We rebuilt it as best we could after a crash landed in the late 40s.
I really like that there's just a random UFO in this world. Like, I genuinely, honestly like that. Just the fact that at some point aliens landed and the government just found a UFO and they just have it, like, no explanation. I love shit like that. Like, that's great. That's the thing about this movie, man, is, like, it is dog shit, but there's, like, specks of almost goodness in here. So they take the UFO with 2006 CGI. Wait, hold on. Okay, so the UFO flies away with bad CGI, and it's actually, there's this part that I remember really clearly. You have to, like, put your hand in this green slime to drive the UFO, and that is, like, I have that image in my head forever. I don't know why, but this shot affected me so much, and I was like, that is the coolest thing. While driving, they realize that the ship is actually alive, and Summer can talk to it and make it go faster. Then they abduct a cow for some reason. I think this part was in the trailer.
Tucker, put the cow back.
It's okay that they put the cow back because it didn't look very good. Then they go to Wendy's, and once again, this scene I remember so clearly. I remember the kids like, "Oh, I'll get 6 Frosties, please. Anyway, what are you guys gonna eat?" And, you know, that's good shit. That's comedy gold. Well done. After this, there's a kind of cute scene where Cindy goes up to Tim Allen and is like, "I'm feeling scared. Can I sleep in your room?" And he's like, "Oh, that's fine. I'm a begrudging adult, but if you wish, then fine. You may sleep here tonight." Now we move on to training scene number 2. This time they got to be in this chamber, and balls will be pelted at them at light speed, and they have to hit the button in the middle. I feel like some slobbering idiot could do this. So you just need to press the button in the middle. That's it. It's in the middle. It's the one thing that's not moving. Well, as it turns out, the kids got absolutely pelted with paintballs, and so they're having a bad time. Morale is now at an all-time low. None of the kids want to be superheroes anymore. Whatever will Tim Allen Zoom do? Well, turns out they threw the invisible kid in a cool jail cell because he kept trying to escape, so Tim Allen goes there and has a nice heart-to-heart with him. Here, Jack starts to open up about his past to Dylan a little bit.
So they dragged me and my older brother.
I didn't know you had a brother.
Dylan tries to ask him about it, but he just pretends like he didn't hear it and he pushes past it. Jack asks the government people to release Dylan, and they do, and then we see that concussion is arriving in 2 days. Then there's a transition, and we go to this scene, which is very interesting. Summer opens the secret door with telekinesis, and Chevy Chase is in there doing something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. They close the door on him, and then he's like, what the hell are you guys doing? Why are you closing the door? And they just, like, start hitting buttons to torture him. He pushes the rain button, and it starts raining. He, like, zaps him with lightning. Dude, I'm pretty sure he just had a stroke, man. Or he's just racist. They activate the snow on him, dude. He gets covered in snow. He starts, like, dancing and singing in another language for some reason. They fucking hit the tornado button. A tornado attacks him. Like, what the fuck is this scene, man? What is going on? There was, like, a plot, and now we just have a scene where we torture Chevy Chase. Now, keep in mind, this movie did not reach 90 minutes. So, like, they had to put this in here. That's the problem with this movie, man, is I feel like there's no, like, plot. It's just like a bunch of scenes next to each other. We're like, oh, concussion's coming back. Oh, okay, fine. I guess we'll just like wait till that happens. And in the meantime, we're just like doing like whatever the hell we want, I guess. Yeah, just torture Chevy Chase, dude. Why not? Yeah, hit the rock button, kill him. I love him being pelted by rocks, and it just cuts to the kids going like, oh, look at him die. Hit the skunk button, why don't you? It's locked up behind glass. And I want you here with me. Chevy Chase gets sprayed by the skunk, and hilarity ensues, and then we never reference this scene again. It might as well not have happened, but I guess we needed it to get to almost 90 minutes, so now we cut from Chevy Chase torture scene to Jack and Dylan talking to each other, having like another heart-to-heart. This is why I feel like this movie was like fucked, like they didn't know what to do, because I feel like this scene is a continuation of the last scene where they were having that first heart-to-heart. I guess they didn't know where to put the torture scene, so they were just like, oh yeah, put it here, why not? That works. Here, Jack's talking to Dylan, and he's like, hey man, do you get like headaches sometimes and like when you zone out and stuff? And we learned that Dylan has an ability called Mind's Eye, which I guess can just happen to people in this universe.
This is a real gift. It's called Mind Sight.
He's like, Dylan, I know what you have. You have the Mind's Eye. You can use it to go down hallways and astral project. And like, what the fuck? How do you know what that is? Like that can just, like people can just get that? Dylan uses his new powers to spy on Summer. He's like, oh, look at her in her room, in her privacy, and not expecting anyone to spy on her. This is great. Now Jack talks to Dylan a little bit about his brother, Connor.
This maniac wiped out the whole team?
You don't know what you're talking about, okay?
Concussion was your brother.
His name was...
Then after Tim Allen gets mad, we cut to this scene where it's playing that one Superman song. I can't stand to fly. Dude, this movie has so many goddamn montages, it's crazy. Introduction montage, kids auditioning montage, training montage number 1, training montage number 2. What is this, Arcane? This montage is so weird, dude. Like, he's thinking about the past, then it cuts to his face while he thinks, then it cuts to the kids that he just met, like he's thinking about them, then it cuts back to his face. They really, like, needed the time for this movie. They, like, didn't know what to fill it with. You just met these children recently, okay? You don't need a flashback to them. Like, we haven't seen him zoom once. I get it, he lost his powers, but the movie is called Tim Allen Zoom, and he's not even gonna zoom? We are like an hour into this movie, there's like 30 minutes left. When is the zooming gonna happen? We haven't even seen him zoom yet.
It just his finger.
Okay, so now the kids are like, alright, well, I fucking hate it here, what are we gonna do? But then Tim Allen shows up and he's like, look kids, we are gonna make you superhero costumes. Guess what happens now? It's another montage!
Okay,
yeah,
I
this
think
song
we're just
was in this.
seeing where the budget went.
Yeah.
Another montage.
Yeah, we
Fuck you.
just had this. What is this? Like montage number 6? The kids are training. Chevy Chase makes a big stretchy fabric for Tucker. Now Tim Allen's actually really getting into teaching these kids, and I actually like it. You know, he's like getting along with them, trying to actually teach them about their powers. It's a nice, actually endearing moment. Well, training montage ends, and the kids did it. They completed their training. Now it's time for them to have a party. There's a sweet little moment where Courtney Cox gives Summer like a nice dress for the prom. Dylan makes Summer a nice little amulet for her necklace. And of course, those two dance together, because because, you know, they're both teenagers. There's this dude and a woman. They gotta get together. It is honestly endearing, you know? I like their relationship, you know? All the actors, like all the kids, and really all the actors in general, they did fine. That's not the problem with this movie. The problem is that the plot actually sucks my ass. There's this classic moment where Tim Allen's like, oh, hello, nerd woman. Wait a second. Let me take your glasses off. What the hell? You're like a hot lady. We actually predicted this was gonna happen at like the beginning of the movie.
Okay, one of the writers.
Oh my god, he is.
I told you! I told you!
He doesn't!
But then government comes in and Mr. Government says, hey, no partying under my watch, only training. Everybody, stop this party and go for a run. Tim Allen is naturally pissed. So, late at night, he does this. He takes the kids to a secret room he has within an electrical panel, and he shows them that this is where his team decided and wrote down their superhero names. In really good handwriting, might I say. So now, it's time for the kids to pick their superhero names. And he says this.
Chevy will now be called the Incredible Bulk.
So they end up picking the names Princess, Megaboy, Wonder, and Houdini.
Now we're a team. Now we're
But then Dylan gets a mind vision, and he realizes that the government's training them to fight Tim Allen's brother, Concussion. Tim Allen's in disbelief. He's like, no, it can't be true. He's dead. I defeated him years ago. Tim Allen confronts Courtney Cox. He says, hey, what the hell? You lied to me. She doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Then Mr. Government says, hey, we're actually going to inject the kids with Gamma-13, the same thing that turned your brother evil. And I gotta say, why would they do that? It turned the last guy evil and he killed all his teammates. Why would they do that again? Is he stupid? So naturally, Tim Allen rejects this idea of injecting kids with evil radiation, so they throw him in a white cell. With Tim Allen in prison, Courtney Cox comes down and tells the kids, hey, I'm sorry, but it's time. We gotta go inject you with radiation so you can get ready to fight the big supervillain. The government preps the radiation while Courtney Cox walks the kids down the hallway, but then, plot twist, this happens.
I know there's nothing I can do to make this up to you. Except possibly.
Turns out she had gay breath the whole time. Apparently she was also a superhero, she just didn't tell anybody. So the kids use their super skills to sneak their way into the jail room, and then Cindy punches down the door and kills Tim Allen, but he's actually okay.
It may be something like, stand back, we're gonna...
And so Tim Allen, Courtney Cox, the kids, and the robot all get in the UFO, and they leave. With this, the gang goes to the location where Concussion's supposed to show up, and they prepare for battle. Guys, at this point, there is like 20 minutes of this movie left, and like nothing has happened. There hasn't really been like a plot, like it's just been montages and Chevy Chase torture, and that's it. Anyway, Tim Allen exits the UFO and just lumbers over to the portal. And the portal starts glowing, and then, oh! It's him. It's Concussion. He's here. Concussion complains to Jack that, you know, I've been in prison for like 30 years, man. Fuck you.
You shouldn't have tried to stop me.
What'd Mom tell you about calling me?
He hits Jack with a concussive blast, and then he realizes that Jack doesn't have his powers.
Have you lost your powers, Jack?
Well...
I kind of want to YouTube boop this scene and have him keep punching him.
You know, when you say lost my powers, I think if I really looked, I could find him.
Then everyone shows up. Mr. Pibb shows up and he's trying to distract him, and in the meantime, the children appear.
Oh my fucking god.
Named after a Dr. Pepper knockoff.
They look awful.
They look so bad.
Dude, those costumes blow, man. Oh my god. All that work where they were like, yes, measure the children. Yes, we will make them epic superhero costumes. And they're just gonna put them in all white? The little girl just had like a princess outfit on before. I thought that was like way better than this. So now the government fires a net at Connor that they think will stop him, but he deflects it with a big blast. Upon deflecting it, the net's about to hit Cindy, but then something magical happens.
Oh, no!
Oh, he did it!
He zoomed.
He zoomed! Dude! He finally did it! He finally zoomed! I've been waiting for this. It is an hour and 20 minutes into this movie, and he finally zoomed for the first time. God damn it, I'm pissed. You see, it's because the little girl was in danger, and he cares about the little girl, and so that's why he could zoom, because of the power of love and friendship and Tim Allen zoom, man. So Concussion is like wreaking havoc, right? He's like punching government people, he's like destroying rocks and shit, he's just an evil bastard. So then Zoom says, don't worry guys, I'll be back in a little bit. And he zooms. Look at him go, man. Look at him zoom. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at him go. Dude, that... that CGI on him running is like the funniest thing I've ever seen. He's like walking really fast, like he's not even really zooming. And then he trips and falls and, you know, breaks all his bones in his body. While he's falling, it plays like Ed, Ed, and Eddie sound effects. Also, fun fact, this scene is the only scene I could find of Tim Allen's Zoom in the Discord GIF section. This is the only one. It was just a very dedicated fan posted this, I guess. Anyway, Zoom gets back up and he starts running yet again. He runs back into the government base and he retrieves his Black Panther suit. Then, as concussion is about to kill Mr. Government, Tim Allen shows up to save the day.
What's that sound?
Hey, it's Jackie.
Actually,
Oh my god, man. I cannot get over how much that looks like the Black Panther suit. It is like the funniest detail to me. I don't know why. It's not even a good suit. The Black Panther suit looks good, man. What is this crap? Oh, we're making a superhero movie. Just put him in black. Put him in all black spandex. Give him a shitty motorcycle helmet. That's a costume, I guess. Dude, the fact that there's fan art of this at all is like insane to me. Look at this shit. This guy actually made it look really good. I also like this. Man, I don't know what this is, I don't know why you made it, but thank you. Guys, please tweet me your Zoom fan art. Make that shit like an Alex Ross painting, man. Make it fucking epic. Anyway, now we get the final fight scene. I remember the scene being so fucking cool, man. And then we watched it. It plays It's On by Super Chick, which honestly was a hype as hell song. All the kids like show off their powers here. The little girl picks up a thing to like hit the guy with. The invisible kid like shows up and just punches him. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? And then Kate Mara starts, like, throwing little rocks at him. Like, what? She's, like, throwing little rocks at him, and he's like, what the hell? I'm being pelted by rocks. What am I supposed to do, man? You were destroying the whole mountain earlier, man. What the hell are you doing? Zoom starts running to create a new vortex. Tucker taps him on the shoulder and, you know, expands himself as he does. He goes flying, and then the little girl hits him with the baseball bat, and he flies into the vortex. And I remember at this point, I think someone said, like, this is the climax of the movie? Like,
this is the climax of it.
I think it's like about to end.
This is the end of the movie.
Oh, she gave breath him into the
Gay
vortex.
breath. This shit looks like a nostalgia critic scene, Jesus.
Yeah. See, I remember this being really hype, actually, like when I was in the theater. But I can't believe this was like 5 minutes. He didn't even do anything.
No.
He's like, I'm defeated.
To be fair, you were in the theater and also 9.
All that build-up for fucking nothing. He just gets beaten, and that's it. The vortex subsides, Connor is there, and he's alive, and then his eyes fade from red to blue. This means he's a good guy now. And yeah, concussion's good now. He's fine. He's chill. He gets along with everybody. He's okay. He's like shaking hands with all the kids like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Like, bro, you're going to jail forever. Government doesn't know what mind control is, dude. You're going to hell jail. So they go to the government guy, they tell him to kill himself, and then government man says, well, what are you guys gonna do now?
What are you gonna do now?
And so we cut to 3 months later. The kids are all doing great. They have normal lives now, you know. The little girl's in a play, she's Rapunzel. She uses her Hulk strength to pull the kid up. Tucker's playing soccer, and he's the goalie. And may I just say, this is horse shit. Why the fuck is that kid allowed to play? That is horse shit, dude. I'm pissed. What are these red assholes supposed to do, man? Summer became a cheerleader, and then, you know, she's lifting the other cheerleaders with telekinesis, and Dylan's invisible still, and he shows up and gives her a nice rose. Then they receive a notification on their beeper, and they realize it's time for another mission. So, they get in their UFO, and they leave into the sunset to fight crime as a family. And then it ends. It's over. The credits roll, and it's Smash Mouth again. Oh, what the hell?
The movie's horrible.
It's like, brother, we're gonna get you out of this so fast.
Movie's over, leave. And yeah, that's Tim Allen's Zoom, dude. That's it. That's the movie. It's as 87-minute experience. This movie had a budget of $75 million, and it made $12 million. All right, so things I liked about this movie. I like the premise, you know, I like the idea of like this old jaded superhero coming back to like train younger superheroes. I think that's cool. I like that aliens just exist. That's like a nice little thing to just make the world feel bigger. The cast all did a good job. I know, I think the kids were really endearing, you know, you really wanted to like see them improve. The soundtrack is good. The cast had a lot of fun. Turns out Tim Allen was really nice to all the kids, and everyone really liked working with him, so that's great. I like Tim Allen's relationship with Cindy and his one with the older boy. Their little heart-to-hearts actually felt like they had some meaning in them, you know? Things I don't like. like, though. Now, I feel like the main thing I don't like about this movie is that it's, like, emblematic of everything wrong with superhero movies. It's really generic, the costumes suck, CGI is questionable, the plot sucked. They pulled a Surf Dracula where he didn't actually zoom until the very end. The whole movie just has, like, no plot, and there's, like, one fight scene at the end, and that's it. The brother turned good, like, instantly, and that was kind of dumb to me. Dude, I would kill to have witnessed the development cycle for this movie, because it seems like it was so fucked. Apparently, Tim Allen helped write this movie, and in this article from 2020, it says that the original script was much darker, but then the studio wanted to make it into a family movie, which I can kind of tell. Like, there's this little throwaway scene where Summer talks about her family abandoning her because of her powers. There's the weird alien shit, the main character's brother being cosmically influenced to kill all his teammates. Like, I feel like this movie actually had some potential, but it got, like, totally screwed over by the studio. There's that part with the robot showing up before he's introduced, which means they definitely messed around with the order of the scenes a lot. In the trailer, there's this weird blue comet. Like, the trailer implies that the main villain is a threat from outer space, which never appears in the final film. Also, in the poster, Tim Allen's shaved, dude. Why is he shaved here? He's not shaved in the movie. Why is he only shaved in the poster? Just so many questions with this movie, dude. What happened here? It's, like, boring, and, like, it's not what you want when you expect a superhero movie. It's just very, very mundane and bad. But I gotta say, as a kid, I did think it was hype as hell, probably only because of that last scene where they, you know, beat the crap out of a guy to Super Chick. So I'll hand it to this movie, you know, it did something right, you know? Maybe they'll make a sequel, who knows? Zoom 2. Too Zoom, too Zoomiest. Alright, well, yeah, that's it. Let me know if you guys liked this video. It was very fun to make. I like just things where I can just talk, you know, just talk about the crap in my mind. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. If you want to join our movie nights, please go ahead and subscribe to my Patreon. Every tier gets you into the movie nights, and you can join the Discord server while we watch and commentate on it, and maybe I'll, you know, put that footage in a video sometime, who knows. If you want to see more of me, I also stream on Twitch every Monday at 4 p.m. EST. Go ahead and join me then. And with that, I will now leave you with this footage of me and my patrons reacting to reviews of this movie. So, goodbye, thanks for joining, Wakanda forever. Rotten Tomatoes, a dull and laugh-free affair. That's so, like, brutal. The title describes the sound that you should make in your car, heading away from the cinema showing this film.
Horrible plot, bad effect, just a bad movie, and literally almost fell asleep while watching it.
There's 27,000 reviews for Zoom.
The music of Smash Mouth is used 8 times in this movie.
This is just like Top Gun.
Go to the other movies that they made. There was a movie called Thunderpants. Can we watch that next?
An 11-year-old's amazing ability to break wind leads him first to fame and then to death row.
Can we watch this, please?
That's bookmarked for later.
I've seen that movie.
Dude, this guy wrote like a 7-paragraph essay on this. Where does this movie get off? This bootleg sky-high-ass Smash Mouth playing piece of literal garbage.
They gave it half a star.
Wait, let's do lowest first. Plus, just kind of hard to do.
Plus, torturing Chevy Chase.
Couldn't remember much of it other than Buzz Lightyear's in it. There's a kid with suit powers of fat and something about a massive snot bubble. He remembered that kid from the audition.
Right.
When they revealed that kid's power, he just inflated his ass. I thought he spat my drink everywhere.
Generally, one of the worst things I've seen.
I love these two. Absolute cinematic masterpiece. Never want to think about this again.
But absolute cinematic masterpiece still got a half a star.
Yeah, Chevy Chase twice.
Chevy Chase twice, yeah.
Just disgust.
Courtney, how much ever they paid you is not enough. This was horrible. Why can't I ever have a normal movie night? Tim Allen needs to kill himself, and his profile picture's Tobuscus. We're hearing Tim Allen's dialogue and thinking, are you fucking serious as a child?
My preferred of this movie is just the opening scene and the closing scene with a bunch of montages.
It's true. I like this. Haha, shut up, Tim Allen. Michael, you are never choosing the movie again. Wait, I'm wondering when the earliest review is. No! In 2013. Let's do a Zoom theatrical trailer. Wait, what? Did she do that in the movie?
Those eyes were not there.
Yeah, her eyes didn't glow during the movie.
Was this in the movie?
No,
That was nothing in the movie.
that is false advertising.
Yeah. He doesn't even run till the very end.
What?
No.
They're just pointing
Literally.
the fuck with concussion.
Come on now.
This is all in the last, like, 15 minutes of the movie, mostly.
Amazed this wasn't some fever dream from my childhood.
This is the most 2016 you have seen.
I've been looking for this movie for years. This guy
Oh,
was
look!
like...
Look, Scarf Weather! Have you guys heard of Zoom by Tim Allen?
Oh,
There's the
shit!
one right there.
What the
That is
hell?
his arcade
I
comment.
can't believe that.
Yes!
My name is Barry Allen. That way.
He totally knows.
Is it anything? You should reply to it.
Respond to him, yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Respond to it.
No.
Sorry, never heard of it.